Is the endgame closer than we think for the former royals known as Harry and Meghan? As ever, let me explain. Hi, good morning. How are you? Nice to see you today. Let's have a wave. Beautiful selection behind me here. Very posh restaurant with some greenery. Thought I'd treat you. I know. It's the only thing I could treat you to, actually. Prices in here. By the way, do you know on this day the telecommunications service Telstar was launched in America? And can anybody remember the hit song? Yes, you know the same song, don't you? All produced by the legendary British producer Joe Mead. Telstar by the Tornadoes went to number 1 around the world. Incredible success. That's now going to be stuck in your head, isn't it? I know. I won't sing it because it's stuck in my head now. Back as ever to your breaking roll story of the day. Now, as we know, there's lots and lots and lots of books regarding the British royals, like Harry and Meghan, and recently one being updated as a paperback by Valentine Lowe. Incredible read when you think about it, but of course, in this cost of living crisis, there are a lot of problems when you're selling celebrity news. No two ways about it, you know. Magazines are down, glossies are down, newspapers are down, because we're very selective about now what we will pay for. Now, as you know, with Harry and Meghan previously, they had a book out which allegedly they had nothing to do with. Oh, no, nothing at all, you know. But suddenly, with the freedom that it gave, we found out, all thanks to one of their communications officers, that in fact they had quite a bit to do with the book. And miraculously, there were no legal recourse taken regarding Harry and Meghan. Fascinating stuff. Sure, you'll agree. But what's interesting here is that, as we now know, we can look forward to yet more salacious books, which were supposed to come out at the end of the summer, but now being pushed back to around about November time. But what is interesting is this: according to a very good source, it does look like this could be the end of the gravy train, particularly with the ex-royals. You see, the way books make their money is through serialization rights. I remember the golden days when offers could be anything of up to £50,000. Absolutely, just for the serialization. But this was kind of all based on what that author could deliver in terms of salacious news, you know, groundbreaking headlines that could maybe last 2 or 3 days, and they would have the reader returning day after day. According to a very good source, which is very, very good indeed, there could be problems down this particular avenue. And as ever, we have to say allegedly. You see, all the good stories have been scooped up and already put out by previous authors. And the other side of the story too is that people don't necessarily want to know any much more about moaning ex-royals with multi-million pound fortunes. You know, it just doesn't sell well. That's truly the bottom line. For now, you see, what they've got to do, particularly the publisher, is try and find somewhere who would place this book and hopefully get some juicy sort of PR behind it. You know, it's not enough to just go out there and say this is their story. You really do need some credible backup, some evidence. And as we've seen, it can be done. Prince Harry's book, of which he went on a short media tour, has become an international bestseller. Of course, that had him at the heart of the story and really pushing it hard. Let's not forget, he even plugged his own book while having therapy on TV. So a lot of people are basically saying they can't wait to hear what's next in this story. And of course, we're promised lots of salacious news that we've never heard of before. Will this truly now be the endgame, but not simply just for Harry and Meghan? As ever, it's a developing story. When I know more, you'll know more. Neil Sean in the very heart of London.